Assalamualaikum class. How are you? Wave your hand, beta. If you are listening my voice, if you are getting my voice, wave your hands. Acha, yes, very nice, Farwa. And what about Fiza? Are you getting my voice? So, how are you, class? Fiza, you are still sleepy. So, everybody, what about today? Are you fasting or not? Are you fasting? Tell me in the chat box. Yes, very nice, Zoha. Very good. Okay, class. Now I'm going to start the lecture. Okay, class. So, welcome to SM Public Academy Campus 5. This is your math subject, class 3, and I am your teacher, Mrs. Sana Rais. So, class, yesterday we have studied about the chapter handling information and topic pictogram. But today our chapter topic is column graph. Our topic is column graph. Chapter is same, handling information, and topic name is column graph. I hope everybody have completed the work of pictograph. Just tell me, beta, everybody have completed their work about the pictograph. Parva? Done. Very good. Very nice. So today, very good, Hashim. Now today we will do Nabiha. Okay, no problem. You can complete this work today. Okay, after this lecture. Now today we will learn about the column graph. What is column graph? As you know that graphs are perfect way to display data in manner that is easy to read and understand. We all know that we use graph to understand the data in an easy and quick way. Okay. So what we have studied yesterday that there are different ways to describe data. But some of the ways are pictograph and column graph. Yesterday we have studied about the pictograph, but today we will study about the column graph. What is column graph? Column graph is a type of graph that compares data using vertical bars. In pictograph, we use pictures, but in column graph, we use vertical bars. We use columns to describe, to compare data. Okay, beta? Column graph is a type of graph that compares data using vertical bars. In pictograph, we have describe the information, to describe the data. But in column graph, we use vertical bar to describe the data. So you can see in this figure, this is the column graph. This is the title. This is the graph about the sports played by the number of students. So the title of this graph is sports played. Then the second part of the graph is labels. Here the label is number of students and sports. Number of students and sports. You can see here, these are the number of students on y-axis, and here on x-axis, these are the sports, different sports. It is the category is football, swimming, soccer, ice hockey, and baseball. They have described these categories in the different colors. And this is the scale. In pictograph, we use key. But here in this column graph, we use scale on y-axis. This is the y-axis, and we use scale here on y-axis. You can see here that the favorite sports of the number of students have three. Three students' favorite sport is football. Then swimming. The favorite sports swimming is has two children. Okay. Then come to soccer. How many students like soccer? Tell me in the chat box, beta. How many students like soccer? Yes, beta. Tell me by looking at the graph. Tell me how many students like soccer? Yes, beta. Hafsa, Amna, Mehak. 5. Very nice, Hafsa. Very good. Yes, very good. Very nice. Very nice. So, and how many students like ice hockey? You can see from this graph, one student like ice hockey. In the same way, baseball is liked by 4 students. Baseball is liked by 4 students. So, now this is the example from your book. Here you can see this column graph show the birthdays of children in a class. The title of this chapter, this column graph is birthdays of children. Okay, this is the column graph about the birthday of children. That how many students' birthday are in which month. You can see here. This is the label number of children and number of month, name of months. Here number of children on y-axis, and on x-axis these are the months, 12 months. And this is the scale, number of students from 1 to 7. These are the number of students, and these are the name of months. And we show the data in the form of columns, not in pictures. So you can see that in January, 2 students have birthdays. On February, 6 students. In the month of March, 1 student have a birthday. In April, 3 students. In May, 7. In June, 6 students. In July, 4 students. You can count the blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see from the scale also that 4 students have birthday on the month of July. Now August, 5 students. September, 3 students. In the month of October, 2 students have birthdays. November have the same number of students, and in December 4. So now you can easily answer the questions. Look at the graph and answer the questions. Now you will tell me how many children have their birthdays in May. How many children have their birthdays in May? This is the page number, beta. You will not write anything right now. Just look at this slide and tell me the answer. You will not do this slide first, okay? Just tell me the answer, beta. Yes. How many children have their birthday in May? 7. Very nice. You will not write in your book, beta. Just look at the slide and just tell me the answer. When we will start our work, I will tell you, okay? Right now, we are not doing any work. Now, bit number B. How many children have their birthdays in September? How many children have their birthdays in September? You can see from here. Here, how many students have their birthdays? 3. Very good, Zoha. Very good, Alia. Very nice. Mohammed, Usman. All right. See, 3 children have their birthdays in September. Now tell me which month has the most birthdays? Which month has the most birthdays? See, which month has the most birthdays? May. Very nice, very good. So while looking at the graph, you are answering quickly. See, this is the main difference. That's why we use graph. So it becomes easy for us to answer to quickly, okay, and easily. So May is the one which has the most birthdays. Now tell me which month has the fewest birthdays? Which month has the fewest birthdays? March. Very nice. You can see from the graph, column graph, that March is the month which has the fewest birthdays. So we will write here March. Now tell me how many birthdays are there in April, May and June taken together? How many birthdays are there in April, May and June taken together? What we will do here? Which operation we will do? Tell me which operation we will do, beta. In this question, we will do addition, subtraction. Which operation we will do? Plus. Yes, we will do plus operation, addition operation. So what we will do? We will add the number of students in month April, May, June and June. In month April, there are 3 students. In May, there are 7 students. And in June, there are 6 students. So we will add all these number of students whose birthdays are in April, May and June. And tell me the answer, beta. $16. Very nice, Iban. Very nice, Ashir. Umme Farba. Yes, 16 students have their birthdays in April, May, and June. 16 students have their birthdays in April, May, and June. Now, how many children are there all together in the class? How many children are there all together in the class? What we will do, we will add all the number of students which are in these months, and we will add these. For example, here 2 students, 5 students, 1, 3, 7, 6, 4, 5, 3, 2, 2 and 4. We will add all these number of students so we can get the number of children in the class. Okay, we will get the number of children in the class. We will add all these number of students whose birthdays are in this month, and then we will get the number of children in the class. Now tell me what is the answer. 54. Yes, Fatma beta, check it. Your answer is 44. Check it, beta. Everybody check your answer, beta. Umme Parva. Yes. So, how many children are there altogether? There are 44 children altogether in the class. What we have done? We have had all these number of students which are in these months from January to December. We have all these number of students, and then we have got the answer number of children in the class. Got it? Everybody got it? If everybody have got this example, tell me in the chat box yes or no. If you have get this column graph, you have done this example, tell me in the chat box that you have done yes or no. Yes, now, no beta, it is not 43, it is 44. Check it beta, everybody check it that it is 43 or 44. The number of children here are 44. Yes. Now we will do the work in our book. Take out your book. Everybody take out your book. Now we will do page number 212. We will do page number 212. Yes, we will do question number 4, page number 212. Page number 212. Open your book. Everybody open your books. Yes, beta, take out your book, open page number 212, question number 4. Okay. First of all, write the date, CW, and date. Write date, CW, and date on page number 212. The graph below shows the number of children belonging to the Wonderland color. There is a color, and these are the number of children who belong to this Wonderland color. Look at the graph and answer the questions. So here the title of this column graph is Children in the Wonderland color. Okay, this is the title of this column graph. The label of this column graph is number of children, age in years. Here they have shown the ages of these children in years: 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, and 11 years. These are the students who belong to the Wonderland column. And how many students are these 7 years age? You can see from here on y-axis, this is the scale which is given from 0 to till 10. So, how many students are there of the 7 years age? 4. You can count this column 1, 2, 3, 4. Then come to 8 years. How many students here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, here 6 students have 8 years age. Then come to 9 years age. How many students have 9 years age? See, 5 students. 5 students are under 9 years of age. In the same way, you can see that how many students are under 10 years age? 7. And in the same way, you can see that 8 students are under the age of 11 years. Okay. So now we can answer the questions. Number A, how many children are under 9 years of age? How many children are under 9 years of age? What we will do, because the question is under 9 years of age. They have not asked how many children of 9 years of age. They have asked under 9 years of age. So you will add the number of students of say 7 years and the number of students of 8 years. Here the number of students of 7 years is 4 and the number of students who are 8 years old is 6. So we will add these 2. 4 plus 6, we get this number of children 10. So 10 children are under 9 years of age. 10 children are under 9 years of age. You will add first of all this number of children 4 plus 6 and then you will write 10 because they have asked how many children are under 9 years of age. They have not asked how many children are here 9 years of age. They have asked under 9 years of age. That's why we are adding the children of 7 years and 8 years. Okay. Now come to bit number B. How many more 10 years old are there than 7 years old? How many more? Here see, you can see how many more 10 years old are there than 7 years old. What we will do here? We will subtract from 10 years old from 7 years. See the number of students here 4 and the number of students of 10 years age is 7. So we will subtract it here. Okay. We will subtract here. The number of students of 10 years is 7 and the number of students of 7 year age is 4. As they ask the question, how many more 10 years old are there than 7 years old? That's why we are subtracting here, because when the term more is used, we use minus operation. We use minus operation. So we subtract 4 from 7. We get the answer 3. We get the answer 3. Now write it in your book. Do it with me. Now look here, bit number C. How many children are over? Here they ask under, now they are asking about over. How many children are over 9 years of age? How many children are over 9 years of age? So what we will do, we will see these two columns. To complete these three questions, just wait for a minute, okay, beta? My battery is getting low, so just I will take 1 minute from you, okay? So what you will do, here they ask how many children are over 9 years of age. So what we will do, we will see these two columns, 10 years and 11 years. So we will add these number of children. Here 10 years students, 10-year-old students are number of children are 7, and the number of children who are 11 years old is 8. So we will add these numbers, 7 plus 8, we get 15. 15 children are over 9 years of age. 15 children are over 9 years of age. Remember, in bit number A, they ask under. That's why we add 7 and 8 years old students. And here they ask over 9 years of age. So that's why we add here 10 years of and 11 years old children. Okay. Now come to bit number D. How many 11 years old are there in the column? Now see, look at this question here. How many 11 years olds are there in the club? They have not asked about over and under. They have not asked about over and under. They just asked how many 11 years old are there in the club. So we will just look at the column and tell the answer. Here, the number of children whose age is 11 years old is 8. The number of children whose age is 11-year-old is 8. So we will write here just only 8. 8 students have 11 years old age. Okay. Everybody is writing with me? Yes. Everybody writing with me. Now come to bit number E. How many children are there all together? How many children are there all together? So what you will do, you will add all these number of students whose age is from 7 to 11 years. See here, 7 years, the number of students of whose age is 7 years is 4. 6 students have 8 years age. 5 students have 9 years age. 7 students have 10 years age. And 8 students have 11 years age. So what you will do, you will add all these number of students. You will get the answer of total number of children in the class. You will get the total number of children in the class. Yes, very nice, Alia. 30 students are there altogether. Very good. Now come to bit number F. Add the number of 10 years and 11 years old children. Then add up the 7, 8 and 9 years old children. What do you find? They say that first of all add the number of children whose age is 10 years and 11 years, and then add the number of children whose age is 7, 8 and 9. It means you will add all these number of students all together. Okay, you will add all these number of children all together. What answer you get, beta? Tell me. How many students are there? Yes, very nice, Fiza. They are equal in number. They are equal in number. Very nice. So what we will write here? 30 are total number of children in Wonderland color. 30 are total number of children in Wonderland color. Those who have done with me, raise your hands. Write in the chat box also, beta, if you have done this exercise. If you have done this exercise, write in the chat box. Yes, Hashir, Fiza, Fatma, have you done or not? Done. Very nice, Hamna. I want neat and clean writing, okay? Yes. Okay, now, beta, those who have done, raise your hands. Now, come to see. This is the next question. We are supposed to do this in the in the book. Question number 5. Write date, CW, and day. So the graph below shows the favorite sports of the children of class 3A. Look at it carefully and then answer the questions. Look at it carefully and then answer the question. So This is the column graph about the favorite sports of children. And here they have given the numbers of children. And on x-axis, they have given the name of sports: football, tennis, basketball, cricket, hockey. What you will do, you will see the column and write the answer in these question. How many children are there in the class? They are asking how many total children. So what you will do, you will add all these number of students and write the answer here. Okay. Then name the most popular sport. Who will tell me? Name the most popular sport. Name the most popular sport. See the column graph and tell me, name the most popular sport. Yes. The most popular sport, tell me beta. Cricket. Very nice, Ibad. Very good. Cricket is the most popular sport. Now, come to name the least popular sports. Name the least popular sport. So, what is the answer? Name the least popular sport. Hockey. Very nice, Ibad. Just Ibad is telling me the answer. What about the other student, beta? Pizza, Parva. Students, are you getting my voice clearly or not? Tell me in the chat box. Hafsa, check your connection, beta. Everybody is getting my voice properly. Yes. Now, how many children enjoy football? How many children enjoy football? By looking at the columns here, you will see that 8 children enjoy football. 8 children enjoy football. For how many children is cricket not the favorite sports? For how many children is cricket not the favorite sport? You will subtract the total number of children from, you will subtract the number of students whose favorite sport is cricket. You will subtract these 10 from the total number of students. Okay. You will subtract 10 from the total number of children. You will get that these children don't like cricket. These children don't like cricket. The time is getting short, so I am just finishing this meeting. Okay, you will complete it at home and then show me in your chat box that you have done or not. Okay. So complete it at your home, this question. After this, our chapter handling information will be complete. Complete both graph, pictograph and column graph. Okay, and when the dates will be given to you for submission of books and copies, you will submit these books. Okay, right now I am going to finish the meeting. Till then,